E78 here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to the Upper Mississippi River Valley here. Since last episode, finished up the corn harvest over on field 45 there, so that is, or I'm sorry, 44, that is finished. We now have 43 with corn, and then I've brought the other combine over to the soybean field there. We'll be getting to that here in just a moment. First things first, though, I figured I was going to go set Courseplay up over on field 43. We're going to let Courseplay take care of that field. And then, well, myself and the viewers here, we are going to go take care of 43 here and start on the soybean harvest. And again, I'll be kind of curious. I'm going to see how our yields are here. Wow, I did not bring these in the right order necessarily, did I? The combine really should have probably been first. Let's see once here if we can back this up a little bit. Actually, you know what? I can probably just back that right up in that approach there. That'll work quite... Ooh, okay. Oh, I guess we'll drop it off the side there a little bit, maybe. Okay, there we go. And don't back it up into the crops like I think I accidentally did. I forget when I did this, but I accidentally backed up in the crop there and, whoops. Yeah, gotta remember, crop destruction is turned on, so. Back it up. Okay, there we go. No, well, almost no problem. Had a almost full grain cart and a full truckload off the last field here, by the way. Oh. There we go. Pulled it out that dirt, didn't pull out the combine, did we? There we go. Now we're good. Like I said, we'll get this going with Courseplay here. Courseplay, you're up. So let's get a Courseplay course going here. No course. Yep. 2 headlands. Hopefully that should be enough. And then first waypoint, drive the course. And then our unloading here should be pretty simple. Have one. Oh, well. Yeah, hopefully it'll be pretty simple. Not a real good spot probably to park the truck on this field, is there? Hopefully we can just park it along the edge and hopefully that will be okay. Maybe I should have done 3 headlands then. A lot of the fields have like a little bit of a grassy area along the side where you can park the truck in. This field, unless there's one over on the other side over there, maybe. Yeah, this field doesn't really have that, does it? It's not right along this edge anyway. Well, let's get the grain cart in the field here first, and then we'll maybe see if we can find a better spot to park that truck here a minute. Come on the tractor, not the field. Fine, I'll visit the field. Okay. And again, we're using Courseplay on the combine and Courseplay on the grain cart. I'm going to Courseplay on the grain cart here is fairly simple. Unload combine. Yeah, no, okay, we've got to select the field here first. There we go. And we can start them. Sometimes you have to select the field, Evan. Sometimes you don't have to, I've noticed. I don't know why that is. Just whatever. I think field Courseplay is closest to when we start up sometimes. If it's not on a field, I don't know. Like I said, sometimes you don't have to, sometimes you do. So that might be like the one thing you have to do if you're setting up Courseplay for unloading with a grain cart there. Yeah, I like this grassy area just a little better. We'll just park that right alongside the field here. And hopefully that should be out of the way. And again, if you've never used Courseplay for unloading before when it comes to the combine here in Farming Simulator 22, you literally just need to have a truck, trailer, or something close to the field, and Courseplay will automatically find it and unload into it. So, you know, if you're like using auto drive or something like that to fill up trucks, as long as you have auto drive, bring in the truck close to the field, Courseplay should unload into it. And yeah, makes it nice and easy that way. Combine must be almost full here. Grain cart's on the move here already. We're running the Demco 1300 here on the corn, by the way. I've got our Demco 1100 over on the soybean field. There we'll be getting that fired up here in a few minutes, hopefully. Well, at least once we get a combine full of soybeans anyway. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Backing up. Gonna cut out a spot here for the grain cart. Oh, I can still remember the days of playing Farming Simulator when this was not a thing. Like, whenever you did the headland, you better hope there was a nice wide border around it. Otherwise, yeah, unloading on the headland just was a no-go when it came to Courseplay. I can remember the days, too, of them when we didn't even have the option to, like, stay on the fields. So, this field's probably not a good example. 44 might be a good example. Let's say everyone, the grain cart is up in this corner over here where I have my mouse. And then the combine's down in this corner. Well, Courseplay is just going to try to cut straight across. And, of course, you have all these trees here. Well, now you have the option of where Courseplay will stay on the field. And Courseplay actually knows enough to, rather than cutting straight across here, it will follow the edge of the field around. So, yeah, Courseplay has definitely gotten a little better over the years here. And I would say significantly better here in Farming Simulator 22. To the point where, back in Farming Simulator 19, I basically had stopped using it because it was so bad. But kind of flip tables here in 22. Auto drive still is okay. It's not great. If anything, it seems like auto drive has maybe gotten a little bit worse. Still works, though. Still at an acceptable level, I would say. Courseplay, meanwhile, has gotten, like I said, way, way better. Anyway. Again, the only complaint with Courseplay, of course, being is Courseplay only unloads Courseplay. It's kind of the only complaint with that. Anyway, let's head over to our soybean field here, field 48 there. We'll get the combine fired up. Do I have room? Oh, I think I've got room there. Let me just drop that header right there. Whoa. Looks like the header's already dropped there. Might have to see if I can pick that. Actually, you know what? I bet I cannot pick this up, everyone. Because it is going to be, like, stuck on the cart. It's probably still locked on the cart yet, even though it's not, like, technically on the cart. Then just a little bit straighter here. Without driving in the crops. Yeah, it's definitely locked on the cart here, Evan. It's not giving me the... I was hoping I'd be close enough here to attach it, but... alas, we are not. And even if I try to get out my hand here... Yeah, you know something? It's not letting me pick the header up. So what I might have to do... There we go. Just give her a little shake down there. See if we can shake that header off of there. Oh, boy. That might work. Part of this might be the fault of the header too. I'm not sure, but as I've said before too, I've definitely noticed here with these particular headers, they do not lock on to those parts. I don't know why. They just don't. Oh, you know what? And before we start, we can put this header in flex mode, right? I'm not seeing what's here. This one, right? Oh, that one. There we go. We are harvesting soybeans here after all. I think I rolled all our fields as well, if I remember correctly, so... Well, from the looks of the yield map, it looks like we're yielding about the same here as last time. this is what I've said before about this, though, and I don't think the yield map actually is telling the truth here sometimes, everyone. And we'll have to see once how much we get for soybeans here this time around. I should have kept a little bit better track of it, and maybe I can go back and look. But we did not, at least I didn't think we did anyway, get that many soybeans here from the last harvest. And again, we did the same fields we did here this time around. We got both fields 47, 48, and 45 here. Again, not counting the double crop fields here this time around. But we double cropped these fields here last year, and we didn't even get a trailer full of soybeans, if I remember correctly. But according to this one, we are yielding the same, because it's the same shade of green there on the map. So if we get more soybeans, then that means this yield map is just absolutely lying to us. I don't know. Not sure what to think about that one. Frankly, that one wouldn't surprise me here with Giants. And this is something I've often questioned as to, like, how accurate this yield map is. Like, is Giants actually telling us the truth with this map? We'll find out. We will find out. Probably not this episode, unfortunately. It'll probably, well, maybe even 2 more episodes. We'll have to see once, because we got, like I said, this field, of course. Now we got to get to 48, 45 here as well. Actually, this section is actually yielding a little worse. Interesting. Actually, that is kind of interesting. I wonder why this section would be yielding worse. Oh, now we're back to being a little bit better here again. Oh, what about third full in the combine here? Oh, what's the chances we can make it all the way around the field here on this? Probably not the greatest. I'm guessing we'll probably have to empty at least once, but which will be kind of like annoying now if we get like almost all the way over to the other end there, and then we're full, but we're not quite cut through, and we'll have to like drive all the way around this area. Yeah, oh my goodness, that one down. Probably, you watch them, that's probably what will happen. Probably what's going to happen, isn't it? Oh, now we got a nice yielding area. Speaking of good yielding, by the way, the new field we purchased here. I actually don't know if I looked at the new one here or not. And when I say new one, I'm talking 28. But field 26 had a good yield potential. Oh, that 66 there, which is actually technically 28, actually has even better yield potential. So that should, in theory, if we do everything correct, that would be a really, really good yielding field. We're up to 60% full here, going around the back side. And still yielding about the same as the last harvest. And again, by the way, when the last harvest was the soybeans. No, never mind. The last harvest on this field was it soybeans? Yes, it was 2 soybeans, right? Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking we were double cropped here, but no. The last harvest was the double crop soybeans here from last year, which then we have just non-double crop. We planted these straight in the field here right away this spring. So we got soybeans planted in this field here again. So the yield map is showing what was last year's double crop soybeans. Here again, looks like we're yielding just a little bit less, again, according to the yield map, than we were last time. Also, I'm watching that flex on that header. I still think that's cool, everyone. Seeing the flex on the header like that, you got one side that looks like it's somewhat level. The other side's flexing up a little bit. The both flexing down now at the moment. I'm not sure if this particular header is available for the console or not. I wouldn't know why not. I'm assuming the console can support this. I don't think there's any special scripting required for it, but I could be wrong. Maybe there is. It is available on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, though, at least for the PC anyway. And it's actually like a true flexible. Well, actually, that's not quite true either of them, because even though the header itself articulates, the cutter bar does not. So in real life, having the cutter bar should also flex as well. At least I'm going to guess this. And they have. Do they even make a rigid, like longer header anymore? Like you start getting to the 45 or 50-foot headers. Do they even make rigid ones anymore? I don't know if they do, but generally speaking, a lot of your headers like this, the cutter bar will flex as well. So with this particular head, yes, it kind of like flexes in the middle there. So each side can either go up or down independently of the other side. And then you also have flex on the cutter bar itself. So the cutter bar, which of course the cutter bar is the bar right up front here that is cutting the crop. It's underneath the reel there. Oh, yeah, you can see a little bit right there. So there's the cutter bar right there. That should also flex with the ground. Now, if you're harvesting a crop like wheat or something like that, wheat typically stands up a little bit taller. If you're harvesting wheat, you would probably put this header in rigid mode. You might still have the wings, floating side to side there a little bit. What was I saying? Ooh, I think we can actually drive through here, though. Hopefully that wheel dragging there doesn't actually destroy crop. It shouldn't, I wouldn't think. And let's go grab our grain cart here. I've got the truck parked right by the field there, so hopefully it should be ready to go. And again, this is the Demco 1100 here. Running that on the John Deere 8R 340 here, by the way. That's right, I'm driving a good tractor here this time. Courseplay can have that fence stuff. Oh, we might be brushing a few branches there. Look at that. Nice little spot to turn around there. Almost like we planned it that way. And open tarp, which apparently is Z key again. You would think one of these times I would actually probably remember what key actually opens the tarp, everyone. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Oh, well. Still annoys me the fact that everyone that why is there two different keys for this? Like, why? Okay, we'll let that fill up. Oh, no scale on this side. Oh well. Can't actually see from the cab how much is in there, can we? Wow, barely see that auger either. I just noticed that. Okay, there we go. Put that away. Fire the... Wait, put the head away. Put the pipe away. Fire the head up. That's what we need to do. Go re-thrash that pile of straw right there. Oh, is that a piece of weed there? We had some weeds in the field. Oh, well. So far, by the way, our fields are looking pretty good, which actually, you know what? That reminds me. I was going to check. What is our score? 93. Probably fields. Yeah, okay, field 62 and 89 here. We need nitrogen pH. Okay, I'm not sure why those are low. And then weed control. That's probably just a matter if I run over there with the See and Spray sprayer, but that'll probably bump that percentage up. Might be worth doing that. Again, everything to help our bonus here when it comes time to sell, right? Just out of curiosity, any of the other viewers watching here, how many of you folks actually like pay attention to this number? Like anyone else like pay attention to your environmental score? Personally, I probably don't pay the closest of attention to it, but I do try to still look at it and like, oh, okay, we're a little low on, again, like the weed one. That's just a simple matter of driving over to the field, turn your See and Spray on, and typically that just jumps it right up. That'll take care of that one. And that's usually the only one I ever have trouble with, that one. All the rest of them here, the nitrogen, pH, soil sample, and tillage, I'm usually always good on all that stuff. Don't usually have a problem with that one. But again, the weed control, just because you have to use the See and Spray. And a lot of times I like to remove the weeds, before the weeds even show up. Then the See and Spray score doesn't get calculated. So you still have to like go over to the field with the See and Spray sprayer and just like turn it on. Sometimes you have to be on the field for like a certain amount of time. Other times you can just like turn it on and it's good. Like instantly goes full. And then other times I notice something like you have to be on the field for like a little bit before it actually will give you like the full percentage for that one. I'm curious what you would have to do to actually get bad numbers on this one. I've never seen it myself. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't know. Obviously, whenever you buy a field, it usually always starts you out about halfway, 50% or so, something like that. But anyway, just a reminder of it. If you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And of course, once you are subscribed, make sure you turn on your notifications. That way you get notified of the latest, greatest RDAllen video going live. And then don't forget to, everyone down below in the description of the video here, you can find the links to the rest of my social media channels as well. Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Twitch as well, of course, by the way. That's where you can find the RDAllen live stream. So if you'd like to catch some RDAllen live, make sure you follow myself over on Twitch. And then, yeah, just make sure you follow, and or if you'd like to support the channel, subscribe over there. And that way you get notified when we do go live. Anyway, with that being said, let's head over to the comment section here, see what you folks had to say. Hetero was saying, good video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Bubble Fee Ree was saying that some farmers are running 15-inch and some are running 20-inch rows. Yes, that is true. Corn, I don't know how common corn is, but soybeans, it's probably a little more common with soybeans running a little bit closer row. Again, from my understanding of it, and I'm no agronomist here, but soybeans can be planted closer together. They don't benefit as much from being further apart. They're not quite as picky as what corn is. Corn, that one is very picky. Like, corn wants to be properly spaced, not just row width, but also from corn to corn. And then it also wants the proper depth as well, so it all comes up about the same time. It's all spaced about the same. Corn, from my understanding, is a very competitive crop. So, if the plant next to it is a little bit bigger, well, it's going to overshadow that next plant, and that next plant's not going to do so well. So that's why you want all your corn coming up at about the same time. You want it all to be spaced about the same, so on and so forth, right? Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? Looks like that's about all the comments here for now. Okay. Usually we have a few more to read than that, but I guess that is about it. That didn't take long. Well, I guess you folks have to leave some more comments here for our next episode, so we can read a few more. Oh boy, there's some stones there. I read this comment here last episode already, but just speaking of stones here, the next comment on the list was from Dead in the Head here, and he was talking about buying more than one stone picker. Again, for those of you who did not see it here a couple episodes back, I ended up turning stones off. I finally had enough of that rubbish, and it's like, click. Yeah, we're turning that stupidity off. I'm sorry, that's just that is absolute nonsense, right, everyone? So yeah, I was done with the stones. Like, nope, no more stones. We're done. Bye bye. That being said, I do have a few stones here and there on some of the fields yet. Even using the OP stone picker. That, and again, didn't particularly like that solution either. Like, really, if I'm gonna play on this feature, I'm gonna have to use like an OP stone picker to even make it somewhat bearable. Now, so yeah. That's what it's going to come down to. We're just going to turn it off. And then let's hope here maybe a Farming Simulator 2025 comes out. I've no idea when Giants is planning on releasing the next one here, but whenever the next one comes out, maybe hopefully Giants will pull their heads out of there, where on that one, and make stones just a little bit better. Maybe I make it so we just gotta drive around the field and, maybe pick up a half a dozen stones or something like that, right? Not the thousands and thousands of stones. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, wow. %, full here. Not quite. Almost. Still seeing how far we're making here. Maybe a second headland around the field. That should be pretty good. We can probably start going up and down the field here once we get down to the second headland, I think. I probably should go check on the other combine, make sure everything's going okay over there yet, shouldn't I? Haven't heard anything from those troublemakers yet. We're running our newer John Deere X9 here, by the way, on the soybeans. This one only has, 17 hours on it. I think the other one's supposed to 60, for those who wondered. 60 hours on that other combine. But yes, I know for like real life numbers, Evan, that's absolutely absurd. Like 60 hours on a brand new combine. Well, actually, I kind of answered my own question there, didn't I? I said it right at the beginning. A brand new combine, yeah. That's pretty much a brand new combine at that point. 60 hours. Yeah, I'll just put the pipe out here. We're going to need it here in just a second. Once we're full, too, we'll go check the corn harvest, see how that's going. How are we looking over here? Wow. Okay, making very, very short work. My goodness, I'm like, wow. Courseplay is... Okay, we might not quite be finished here this episode. I just looked at the time. We're 28 minutes into the episode. But, like, we're almost done. And, in fact, looks like he's got one more up and down pass to go, and we will be done. So, wow. That is impressive. Definitely was not expecting that. And this is what I've said before, too. Going back to how quickly Courseplay is getting that done. Courseplay, everyone, will unload on the go, and that makes a massive, massive difference, everyone, for how quickly you can get a field harvested here. If you can unload on the go versus, again, auto drive almost always unloads well stopped. Every so often, and I think I can count on, like, 2 fingers the number of times I've seen it happen, maybe 3. Whoa. Okay, careful. That was close. That was close. Yeah, count on like 2 or 3 fingers the number of times I've actually seen auto drive unload on the go. And then not to mention, too, with auto drive seems to like to take its time actually like getting to the combine sometimes. Sometimes it's pretty quick, but other times you're like waiting on auto drive to actually like get to the combine. Courseplay is much more prompt, and like I said, Courseplay typically a lot of times will unload on the go. So like, there's no stopping. If you can keep that combine moving, and when that makes a massive difference in how quickly you can finish harvest. That applies for real life too, by the way, of course, right? That's the whole purpose of a grain cart. Grain cart is so you can hopefully unload on the go and keep that combine rolling. Otherwise, if you just have to like stop and unload every time, and even worse yet, you got to pull all the way up to wherever the truck is, trailer. Yeah, that takes time, everyone. So keep the combine moving. Anyway, speaking of keeping the combine moving, unfortunately, it is time to not keep moving here for the episode. It is time to wrap it up. So that you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.